Do you want to go back? Do you want to go back to them, or do you want to stay with Donald Trump?
Trump.
What's up, guys? It's Benny. Listen, bro, it's not goodbye. It's see you soon. This ends the greatest bromance in political history. Donald Trump and Elon Musk. Absolutely dynamic duo. Elon Musk joining the Trump team with massive rocket ship jumping jacks here. At the Butler rally, Elon Musk saying that he was going to endorse Trump anyway, but it was Trump's survival of the assassination attempt that caused him to go full in. And now Elon Musk is out of the White House. And the reason why is not because he'd been kicked out. No, in fact, Donald Trump just lavished him with awards and praise in a press conference from inside of the Oval Office. It's because Elon Musk is a special government employee. That means he's limited to 130 days or less of work inside of the federal government every single year. And that is exactly today. Elon Musk was gifted a big old key from Donald Trump, a key to the White House, to say he's welcome back at any time. Elon Musk will not be welcomed back by the press. Now, Elon Musk has an interesting relationship with the press inside of the White House. There was one press conference that he did with Little X where Little X was shushing the New York Times while they tried to ask a question. You can see right here, Little X atop Elon Musk's shoulders, shushing and shushing and saying, "Be quiet," to the reporters. Have a listen.
And I checked regularly with the president to make sure that this is what the president.
Be quiet. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, because the first question that Elon Musk got was a question about a New York Times report, and his answer blew the room away. Even President Trump was shocked. Here we go.
To deal with all the slings and arrows during your time at Doge. There's this.
Well, some of the people, some of the media organizations in this room were the slingers.
Well, so there is a New York Times report today that accuses you of blurring the line between.
Is the New York Times, is that the same publication that got a Pulitzer Prize for false reporting on the Russiagate? Is it the same organization?
I got to check my Pulitzer account.
It is. It is. I think the judge just ruled against New York Times for their lies about the Russiagate hoax, and that they might have to give back that Pulitzer Prize. That New York Times. Let's move on.
Okay. Then next question. I got one for.
An absolute masterclass. The New York Times is out with a slanderous report today that Elon Musk is addicted to drugs and all this drama and everything like that. What are the sources? What's the proof? Oh, somebody told me something that somebody heard one time, that somebody saw one time. That's it. No facts, no evidence, just the same classic New York Times. This is the same kind of stuff that they did in Trump first administration. Right? Remember the PP dossier? It's the same thing. Oh, somebody told me this one time that Donald Trump did this one thing in an elevator, and we're trying to figure out if it's true. No, it's perfect. It's a beautiful way to respond. Elon Musk called out the New York Times for getting a Pulitzer Prize taken away for the Russiagate hoax, something that Donald Trump backed up here on Truth Social, saying the New York Times has lost. New York Times must return their fake prize. Elon Musk going hard in on the New York Times here. Trump just sits there and revels in it. Trump having you can see why the two of these guys get along so well. Donald Trump watching Elon Musk do Trump as good as he does Trump. It's the same way that Donald Trump answers questions. It's great. It's great. This, again, is what he was talking about in the New York Times. With absolutely no evidence for their report. What a beauty. Elon Musk calling out the New York Times for their dishonest coverage of Russiagate. As an expert on the New York Times, I can help you understand deeper context and nuances of this reporting. We don't like Elon, therefore we will hurt him. That's right. Like, the breakdown is just, let's just slander Elon Musk. It's tragic how far the New York Times has fallen. Basically just boring AF, far-left brainwashing at this point. The boring part is truly unforgivable, says Elon. Elon, who is no stranger to bodying reporters
Hi, Elon. It's Priya Srivastava from Business Insider. Checking into Tesla. Tesla's had a bumpy few months looking at flagging sales at home, stock market decline, layoffs. When you look back, are there any things...
We can stop the question right now because I don't think Business Insider is a real publication.
Okay.
So let's move on to the next question.
All right, thank you.
So next question, number 4.
And everyone applauds.
Hi, Elon.
Everyone claps. So what were they trying to do here? It was just character assassination. New York Times, Elon takes ketamine and ecstasy and mushrooms. Me, I don't care. I don't care. We don't care. People did care about Elon Musk's black eye. So here's a photo from Elon Musk today. You can see there, he actually does indeed have a black eye. Everyone was running with headlines like this. Elon Musk raises concerns at the black eye at the White House. And this one requires a little bit of a setup because Donald Trump was asked earlier about the mauling of the president of France's face by his wife, Brigitte Macron. Emmanuel Macron got effectively punched in the face by his wife on TV in a massive catfight and brawl. And Donald Trump's response is pitch perfect. Here we go.
There was a video on board a plane that showed the First Lady of France slapping her husband, Emmanuel Macron. Do you have any world leader to world leader marital advice?
Make sure the door remains closed. That was not good. No, I spoke to him, and he's fine. They're fine. They're two really good people. I know them very well, and I don't know what that was all about, but I know them very well, and they're fine.
Hysterical. Make sure the door remains closed. Trump speaking from experience. But that's the setup to Elon Musk's joke about his black eye, because a reporter asked straight up, wait a second, X is all asking about your black eye. This was a trending topic and still is. And Elon Musk's answer is, well, every father will understand.
Quickly, Mr. Musk, what is your eye okay? What happened to your eye? I noticed there was a bruise there.
Well, it wasn't. I wasn't anywhere near France, so.
What does that mean?
No,
I didn't notice it.
First Lady of France.
I didn't notice.
I was just horsing around with little X, and I said, "Go ahead, punch me in the face," and he did. It turns out even a 5-year-old punching you in the face actually does.
That was X that did?
Yeah.
Anybody who has a 5-year-old, anybody who has a little kid knows well that this is absolutely something that can happen, and you can get completely and totally clobbered by your kids, and that, sometimes it just breaks that way. I have been bruised multiple times by all the kids. I don't even have a 5-year-old. All my kids are younger than that, and they're feisty. They're powerful. They can hurt you if they want to. And they have nothing that tells them no, right? They're just full on banshee mode. So that's just the way it works, and every parent knows it. President Trump began this press conference with a spectacular move. He's doing a lot of this. He did this with the South African president, where Donald Trump is playing extended media for the press to make his point. I love this tactic and strategy. Here's how Donald Trump started the entire conference by playing a CNBC clip, which is, again, a great way to set the table. We wish to see Elon Musk off in the best possible way, and we hope he doesn't go too far. Here we go.
I think what I'll do, if you don't mind, numbers have just come out which are rather extraordinary, and I thought I'd play a tape of one of the people who I've respected over the years, from Joe Kiernan and Rick Santelli. This just came out, and we'll just play that for a second.
Personal income is up 0.8%. That is almost triple the expectations. Yeah, I'll tell you, the income numbers, really, for the first 4 months of the year, they're stellar. They're really stellar. I mean, I could go back and look at the first 4 months of many different years. Really very strong numbers, and you're right. This administration is criticized for just about everything under the sun. I've never, ever in my lifetime had glimpses into the politics of an administration in the form of transparency like this one. Why don't we be, give credit where credit is due? Income really shooting up.
Rick, I also thought everybody was going to get one last order of imports that were going to be tariffed, and they were loading up on things. How the hell they already fix the trade, or not fix it, but to cut it in half? That's crazy. So there wasn't a lot of front loading of things that they needed before the tariffs hit?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it really does call into question some of the conventional wisdoms. And, it's going to be interesting to see what happens next month when we get this number, or we see some of the other numbers like current account, see how they fared. Because I don't know, I've been watching these numbers a long time. I don't think I've ever seen the trade deficit cut in half in 1 month.
Not bad. Right? Not bad.
Come on, guys.
I see Howard and Scott are here, so it's great. You guys want to stand over here? You might as well. You're the ones that help produce those numbers, and it'll only get better. The tariffs are so important, and that's why we were so happy with the decision yesterday.